Hey there folks, Santee at the Arizona Ghost Riders here. Spur straps in the Old West. Let's make some. Although we've done a video on spurs, I always planned on making a set of spur straps at the same time as making an episode. Well, I could use an additional set. As mentioned in that video, spurs were not just tools, but in many Western regions they were status symbols. They were certainly prestigious items in the medieval era, with squires earning their spurs when becoming knights. Since the 15th century, spurs have become an art form in both decoration and design. By the 19th century, many different types of spurs were around. Straps on them range from really fancy to simple strips of leather. An example of the simple ones would be these period cavalry spurs found by my sister while on an endurance ride in Idaho. Some spur leathers are two-piece and are connected with a buckle. Others have an additional strap running under the boot to ensure the spur doesn't ride up. Since there are so many different kinds for our Old Westians to choose from, I'm going to stick with the utilitarian style common to the era and easy to make. The gull wing, dove wing, and beaver tail styles are one-piece straps made from 8 to 10 ounce leather. I'm using a pattern by Will Gormley, the leather maker from the movie 310 to Yuma. His pattern packs are available in a link in the description field below. Let's begin. To start, you can use tracing paper or plain paper to copy the pattern. After cutting it out, test it with your spurs on to make sure it's a good fit. If so, transfer it over to your leather. After the first one is cut out, flip the pattern over and cut another strap. You will need a punch to put the holes in. Make sure it's big enough to fit the spur button in, but not too big to where it will fall out with movement. The slits will allow it to thread in there. Okay, now is the time for your creativity to shine. Will you tool it with a design, stamp patterns into it, line it with spots, or leave it plain? Just like holsters, it's up to you to decide what your character would wear. I prefer a simple border stamp. After your artistry is all done, you'll probably need to do some edge work by sanding and burnishing. Remember, spurs and their straps are tools, and they're going to get worn and weathered. At some point I would like to make some with big silver conchos on them. There are plenty of companies out there that make large conchos in nickel and brass, but if you want actual silver ones, it may set you back a few bucks. Now that that's done, it's time to decide on the color. Of course, you can leave it alone in its natural state, or rub some olive oil on it and give it a suntan for a day or so. There are a number of leather dyes out there that will do the job as well, but I'm going to dump these in my walnut hull mess for a day and see what happens. Now, those came out really good. I'm pleased. Remember, you don't have to stick with this style of spur leather. There are a lot out there to choose from. So get out there, get to work, and keep the spirit of the Old West alive.
There are two kinds of spurs, my friend. Those that come in by the door, those that come in by the window.
Tuco, there is no door.
Well folks, that's it for another episode. Thanks for watching. And as always, please like, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you on down the trail.